Welcome to another video. In this video we'll talk about push, but specifically push. There's a feature in there called during integration, which means if you're pushing data to Salesforce, while that's happening, what do you want to do? Very simple, eh? Hopefully it is. Let me explain how it works. So we go first name, last name, email, submit. What I'm doing is I'm creating a contact in Salesforce. So for that, here's my submit button, and I'm just going to simply set up my push here. Okay, on-click action, configure action, Salesforce, add, configure Salesforce integration. Go to push, create new, and it's going to be for contact, and we will go ahead and do our mapping, and we will do first name, and we will do last name, and we will do Alright, simple as it is. Done. I'll add a little comment here. This is demo during integration. Something like that. Alright, so just to recap, what we've done so far is we've set up a push here, which is good to go. We've applied it, good. So the simple flow is that I click on this button, and whatever first name, last name, email I've entered, it will create a contact based on that. Now, the next part that I really want to show you is what happens when that contact is being created, is what we call during integration. So let's go back to our Salesforce here. Let's go back to a push. Let's access our action. And if you go to actions here, you've got something called during integration. So when contact is being created, what do you want to do? Well, you flick it on, click on the gear icon, and just like any action or condition you can set up in Titan Web, it's the same premise. You can set up system actions. You can show them a message or post message, execute JavaScript. You can do tons. You can run another Salesforce action in conjunction if you want. You can affect different elements. In fact, this is what I'll do right now. So first thing I want to do is during integration, I'm going to disable it. So I don't want them creating duplicates. And then what I also want to do, and this is just for demonstration purposes, I'll set the background color to be red, like that. Okay, so it's done. And that's all I want to do during integration, is disable the button and set the background color to be red. Apply, 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 close, and save. So just to recap where I've done it again, we'll go back to Salesforce, go to push, access our edit, under actions, you can see I've flicked it on. Here's my action. This is what I'm affecting. So let's give it a try, shall we? Let's click apply, let's close, let's click save, let's click preview, let's try and create something. So we will create demo test disable, and we'll call it demo testd at titan.com. So remember, during integration, this should become disabled and change red, and it does, right? So now I can't actually click on it if I want to. Nothing really happens. And this is great, by the way, in case you ever want to disable someone creating duplicates or spam you, for that example. And meanwhile, in Salesforce, there is my test disabled that's just been completed and created. So really good, right? So this is what during integration means, that during integration it disables it. Now, in a way, both of the during and after kind of go hand in hand, right? So you don't really want the customer to be sitting there just wondering what's actually happened. You do want to give them a message also if it's completed. So this is where the second part of the push comes in, where you do after finish. After finish, you can just show them a message or something like that. So I'll show you custom show message. We'll do 400 by 400. We would say congrats, your contact has been successfully completed. All right, something like that. And click apply. And then also you can affect other elements too, like the button can now be, let's say, enabled. That's one. It can also have the background color to be blue again. Apply, 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 and done. And that's after finish for you. Alright, so let's click save. Right, let's give that a test. Right, so here we are. This is our page, and then this is where we're going to do the test. So remember, during the integration, this should be disabled and set to red. But after the integration, I should get a message saying it's been completed successfully, and also, this should go back to blue. So let's create somebody, shall we? Let's create test John blogs. jtb@testtitan.com. So click submit. On click, it's disabled, and then once it's completed, it's gone back to blue. Your contact has been successfully created or completed. And then if I go back in here, there you go. There's test John blogs. So that is in an essence what we call during integration, and also a little bit of after integration. I'm going to shoot a separate video for that, but hopefully that really hammers the point home that how you can set up during and after finish for any of these actions that you set up when you do during push.